hard attempt for the lead. Moody's kick. Oh, it's good all the way.
Wow, that was incredibly clutch. Moody, who got a little exposed and had the nerves with the low kick on the extra point, comes up with the biggest kick in San Francisco. How long? 30 years?
I will know this.
That could be the kick to win the Super Bowl if their defense can hold on.
You got a lot of time left for Mahomes and company, 153.
Yeah.
But that was absolutely drilled.
What a perfect strike.
His coach at Michigan, Jim Harbaugh, used to call him Money Moody. A Michigan legend is what he called him. And he was the earliest play kicker drafted since 2016, when the Niners took him at number 99. We've had a number 199 in the draft come up pretty big.
Yeah.
Right now we got a number 99 selection, has given it in the lead.
Yeah, that was a huge drive. Obviously the tip ball at the end. They had a slant play on, maybe a possibility, but I don't think it would have for sure got a first down. But right there, you give yourselves a chance. And Spagnuolo, he knows, I'm going to stop you here. You're going to create a big play, but Mahomes has to touch the ball, and he gets an opportunity.
Got a last moment bit of advice from his coordinator, Matt Nagy, a former Bears head coach who returned to Kansas City in the coordinator role, and that one was also good. Deep kick. So again, coming up the Verizon Super Bowl postgame show, our crew is standing by for their take on this game, and so much of what they're going to talk about is going to be happening here in the last 1 minute and 53 seconds.
The last guy on earth, if you're a 49er fan, you want to walk on that field right now. Who's playing? It's this guy right now with the Super Bowl on the line. You'd love to see anybody else. Patrick Mahomes with the ball to go win the Super Bowl.
There's Mahomes across the middle. Kelsey forges ahead. He's got 11 and a first.
You think he's comfortable in this situation?
Boy, this combo.
He's shown it.
These two, don't be surprised if they combine a couple more times down the field.
They're coming after him.
Able to escape and run toward the sideline and out of bounds at the 38.
3 is very different than 4. To Jay's point earlier, how huge that extra point was. When you have to score a touchdown under 2 minutes, your mindset is completely different. And with 2 timeouts, you've got all the time in the world. You know you've got the safety net of the field goal. You can be aggressive, but you don't have to push it. If it's not there, you can throw it away or even check it down right now.
First play was not a first down, so now Mahomes has it with that little run right there. Mark Kelsey short of it. I didn't see it that way, but here is Gray running to the 49-yard line.
And there's a ton of time, and for me right now, that's what you do until the 50-yard line. Way too easy, but not really. You're not giving up a touchdown. It's really a cat and mouse game. How aggressive. See how deep these guys are, Jim?
1st and 10 throw. Watson in the field to play, and they're trying to strip it. He holds on, and they're already basically in Butker range with a minute to go.
That's why you have all the time in the world. He knows that. The biggest thing is you can't give up these little throws. I'd be a little more aggressive. Get one guy back, but play man-to-man. No zone. Good job. Man.
2nd and 2. Mahomes off his back foot. Throws it in the direction of Watson.
You're not going to beat a Brady or a Mahomes giving up soft zones. He's going to see them before you even decide to go there. You got to get up and trust your guys and hope they can handle the one-on-one matchup.
What a big call coming in from Steve Wilks.
Oh.
Got a 3rd down.
Oh, man.
3rd and 2.
This is crazy. There's so many permutations here, Jim. Do you go for it on 4th? You got Butker. He can make it, but it's a really long kick, and it's a Super Bowl on the line.
It would be 61 from here. 3rd and 2.
Last time they did this, they ended up sending one guy inside, one outside.
They're bringing it. Dump it off. McKinnon.
What a play call.
McKinnon has the first down. Former 49er.
That should be a timeout by Kansas City. What a play call. It was almost like they expected them to go against themselves and pressure. Just watch. You're going to see the pressure on the outside. Well, when a guy pressures an area, Jim, you just throw it to that area he leaves. And that's what they did with a screen.
So the Chiefs have 1 timeout remaining. All Purdy and McCaffrey can do is watch. As Kansas City can either tie it, send it to overtime, where the Chiefs can win it with a touchdown.
This is right now, you know, you've got a field goal, right? Or at least you expect this great kicker to make it, so you know that. So you don't put the ball in harm's way. You have a timeout, so you've got plenty of time, so you take whatever the defense gives you. But if I'm on defense, Jim, at this point, I'm not aggressive anymore. I'm actually protecting, not the end zone right now, but I am allowing you to get a 5-yard pass or a 6-yard pass and let this thing trickle down while you're at the 20 for one shot at it. But do not allow them to get a shot at the end zone or even something 20 yards downfield.
Got Kelsey in a slot to the right. They put a couple of seconds back on the clock. 40 seconds and one timeout for the Chiefs. Here's Mahomes. Going to take off, and only get up to about the 33. Armstead got him.
This is really tough. I would actually spike this ball right now. Spike it. This clock is ticking. You're now going to take a long time.
Pacheco late to get back to the line. He's not going to spike it. Going to throw it away with 16 seconds.
If you spike it, you'd have had another probably 15 seconds. To me right there, at least 10. I mean, that was a huge mistake by Mahomes to run that ball up the middle without knowing for sure you were going to get at least 10 yards, because now you have one timeout. You're not going to allow them to get to the end zone. You're going to allow them to have a kick at it. Protect the football, Mahomes. If you get some look on the sideline on a deep out, Jim, something that has him go up and out, somebody out here, put a guy in the flat, read high-low. Boom, boom.
3rd and 7. Kelsey, who else? Taken off inside the 20, down to the 10-yard line with 9 seconds to go. And we got an injured defender.
This was on the best linebacker, one of them in the game. Watch the move, outside and in. He pretended to go in first, which made Warner feel like he's coming back out. Travis Kelce has put this team on his back with huge plays in the playoffs. None bigger than this one, and his speed. Oh, he's incredible, Jim.
Picks up 22 yards. The ball is spotted at the 11. We still have Brown down. Jair Brown is down.
You've still got a play, maybe even 2 cracks at the end zone now with the timeout. There's so many permutations here.
You clearly do not kick it now. If anybody out there is wondering, you got 9 seconds to go.
Yes, you've got one crack at it for sure. If you can get it, I would be looking for a fade quickly, a back shoulder with 4. That only takes 3 seconds, so you can do it twice. But for sure, you got one crack at the end zone. And I mean, this is the Chiefs in a nutshell this year, Jim. The Super Bowl on the line used to be the big play team, just systematic. Check it down, just take what the defense gives you. Patrick Mahomes has developed. He knows the game now. Wow, this is the moment.
Well, they're going to have a sub in for their starting safety, Brown. It'll be George Odom coming in. They've added another second here, Tony, to 10 seconds.
That's huge, honestly, because you can easily run a 3 or 4 second play, but at 9, if you get at 5, you really can't run another one. If you have 6 seconds, you feel comfortable taking another crack at it. I mean, honestly, you could spread them out and run a screen. You could literally run a quarterback draw, like some quick handoff, quick hitter, if you wanted to. They're not going to do that. They're going to throw it.
A lot of praying going on across the country. Shades of a finish with New England and Seattle. Coming down to the last plays.
Mahomes.
Low snap. Launches end zone, incomplete.
That was smart. See how quick he got rid of it? Guess how much time he gave himself.
He only got 4 seconds out of that play.
That's tight, though. 6. If he had 7, I'd do it. I'd kick it now. Don't take your time.
They are going to bring him out with 6 seconds to go.
They tried to run the same thing they ran against Baltimore and then throw a back shoulder. Take us away, Jimmy.
Well, this is going to be 29 yards. This to send the game.
No way it ends like this, does it?
To overtime. Butker's kick is good.
Just want you to feel it for a second.
I think everybody's felt it.
He's too good. He ain't missing that one.
His 4th field goal.
Yeah.
But this will be the first postseason overtime game under the new rules, which were changed after they Chiefs beat the Bills in a divisional round back in 21. The first one in 28 games. And Gene, we might as well have you walk us through it, babe.
Yeah, we're basically starting a new game now. Each team's going to get 3 timeouts. They will also both get an opportunity to possess the football, even if the first possession is a touchdown, right? The only difference we really have right now is that fourth quarter timing, and all reviews are going to be initiated from upstairs. So there'll be no challenges right now. But in essence, a new football game.
Great job, gentlemen. We're going to play overtime. Playoff overtime. We're going to start a new game. All replays are upstairs. Everybody will have 3 timeouts. All right? Both teams will have an opportunity to score or opportunity to possess unless the first team possesses a defensive score. All right? Any questions? San Francisco, you are still the visitors. What is your call?
Tails again.
He called tails again. It is tails. You want the ball. Which way do you want to kick? San Francisco will receive first in overtime. Good luck, gentlemen.
I like the way Bill Vinovich said that.
Yes, very tired. And I just got off the field. I might want to give them a break. Those are the 2 things that you're thinking in that moment, because there's no conditions indoors that matter.
Butker will force him to start from the 25.
Thought your last drive was big?
Yeah.
He's done it in the playoffs, back-to-back games. They were down big to Detroit. He's shown he can do it. Can he do it a 3rd time?
Well, you saw it. His only other career overtime game was in this very stadium on New Year's Day a year ago.
You got to get your best players to football. If you're trying to win the Super Bowl, or if you're going down, McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo's moving out, but quick screen.
Debo 5 yards off the line when they snap it. Here's Purdy's pass. Almost intercepted, was it?
Oh.
It bounced around. Bolton has it in his hands.
The Chiefs players aren't all jumping up and down.
Oh, they know it hit the ground.
They would know.
Bolton, who, of course, had a touchdown return last year in the Super Bowl against Philadelphia, coming close to making another gigantic play.
This is a that's a great throw in that spot, but it's not worth the price of the yards. And that could have ended the game right there, because Butker's making that kick.
Oh, that was right there for the taking for Bolton.
You're going to get man-to-man, and you're going to get outside leverage, so you're going to have guys help. One safety here, another one's going to be a rat player inside. They're all going to force him here. Someone's got to figure out how to win inside and across the field.
Flag first.
False start. Offense number 11. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Ayuk will take him back to a 2nd and 15.
Well, it's genius by Snead on the other side who's guarding him. He moves like he's going to, press jam him right away, and he falls for it. Snead has turned into an incredible corner.
4 false starts today for the Niners.
Watch him move. He's going to pretend like and that's what he felt.
2nd and 15. As Debo looks back for it, and they underhand toss it to McCaffrey, but Chris Jones was right there. Tried to duck under him, but got only 2. Now you've got 3rd and long coming up for the 49ers.
They had a great play design on. The difference, though, is Chris Jones, they're so tired up there that he never moves out of his spot, and that allows him. And now he knows this is Chris Jones' time right here. This is hard, Jim, because I'm always like, you got to protect the ball. You got to be smart. Not here. You got Mahomes on the other side. I'm being aggressive. Buy time and fire something in with the Super Bowl on the line, Purdy.
Let's see what Spags is sending here. They got to get up to the 35 for a first. As Purdy takes it, drops back, throws, knocked down. It just came out of his hand, I think, a little awkwardly. Horn was moving forward.
Well, there's a penalty. This is on the Chiefs, I think. They were holding it. It looked like no one could tell.
There's a flag down at the 38-yard line.
That's a huge difference in punting or getting a first down for the Super Bowl.
ruling on the field is an incomplete pass. Prior to the pass, holding, defense number 22. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
They got the first team all-pro corner, McDuffie, and that takes the Niners out of a punting situation.
And guess who it is that got it? Jennings, who's having the game of his life, and creating that move to get McDuffie off balance is why. And that's a good call right there.
The first penalty on the Chiefs since the second quarter. And, Gene, you can't quibble with that call.
No, you can't, Jim. That's a hold. Great inside release by Jennings, and he got held. Good call.
At the 27.
Run the ball, right? 3 passes there.
There it is. The toss it. McCaffrey looking and tackled down after about 3, maybe 4.
It's so hard to stay committed, especially in these big moments, to running a football, Jim, because you know if defenders want to just bring it, they can all just bring it, and they can actually make it very difficult on you. As you're trying to block them, they go around you, through you, and it's effort. But you got to do it here. I don't know why. It just feels like they're just a little tired. And do something similar. Get it outside. Jet sweep. Something moving out wide.
There you see that compact, congested offensive front on 2nd and 7. And it's going to McCaffrey again.
I love it.
He's 3 yards short of a first.
Exactly right, though.
Tranquil, one of those in on the tackle. And by the way, Kittle's been out, and he's going in to the locker room. Big weapon to lose at this point. My goodness.
I mean, that changes how I'd call it on defense. Now, in this one, it's short yardage, 3rd and 2. I'm in 4-down territory on offense. As long as I don't lose yards, I'm going for it. I'm not letting Mahomes dictate to me 100%. And Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, get some motion. Bring Ayuk across, fake it, and bring him back.
Charlie Warner comes in for Kittle. Lined up on the near side. 3rd and 2. As Purdy flings it. Got the first. Ayuk.
This is one of the best route runners I've told you over and over. But the motions that Kyle Shanahan is creating, the stack, he's creating my best route runner on a safety, Mike Edwards. He doesn't have to go against Snead or McDuffie. That has been such a secret to this game. Unbelievable by Kyle Shanahan to get that advantage.
3rd catch for Ayuk. 11 yards for number 11. Now they have the football at the 46. Go back to McCaffrey. He's still driving right to midfield. Evan Washburn, to you.
Jim, it's a shoulder injury for George Kittle. He remains in the locker room. Right shoulder injury for George Kittle, guys.
Again, Shanahan trying to deliver this franchise a record-tying 6 Super Bowl victory to tie Pittsburgh and New England for the most. It will be their first in 28 years. Sean Purdy watching his son. Well, he's going to close his eyes.
That's more nervous than Purdy. Brock is. It's too much almost. He's got to close his eyes.
2nd and 6. His son in trouble.
Oh, what a play.
Brings it to McCaffrey, and it gets past Edwards. High stepping and pushed out by Snead.
What a play. I know when we started this week, you heard me talk about Brock. We heard about game manager. I said, watch his spatial awareness. His ability to use leverage and to get places and get through progressions as fast as anyone in the National Football League. None bigger in his entire life than that right there, Jim.
Look who's back, Kittle. He's trying to let everybody know he wants to play.
Not much time to play the rest of this year left.
That was the longest play of the game for the 49ers, 24 yards. Back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey picking up another chunk to about the 18 with Conley throwing a big block.
I can remember all those years that Terrell Davis toss that Mike Shanahan, the dad of Kyle Shanahan, would run. Instead of just handing off the zone, it's a toss, similar type play. And Terrell Davis flows up, cuts back. McCaffrey looking just like that, and they would wear opponents down, and they would go to it late. Happening here today.
This drive's taken over 5 minutes.
And your defense has gotten rest.
Mitchell is the running back on 2nd and 2. Mitchell going to the outside with a stiff arm and got first. Got a flag down.
Offense number 9. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
One of the backup tight ends, Willis, is called for this. Kittle comes back.
Yeah, I was going to say
huddle.
he wishes he was in the play before because
No kidding.
Willis wouldn't have been in. Would have been Werner and Kittle, and right there, that's as costly a penalty as you can have when you get a holding. And that's the guy in for Kittle.
Wow. Yeah, this penalty will force the Niners to retreat to nearly the 29-yard line. (19-19). 19 is usually a pretty winning hand here in this city, but tonight it only played
The only way you're winning is to bust and get 20, bust and get 22.
Yeah, that's right.
You got to lay it on the line right now.
Bust to win. Trying to settle the push. 2nd and 12. Purdy had time and then had to go outside. Now throws. What a play. The Chiefs thought he didn't catch it. Juszczyk is the receiver.
Who's a fullback who gets away on the edge from Snead, by the way, who's guarding him man-to-man.
Oh, he didn't take it to the ground, Gene.
Yeah, Jim, what I'm looking at is he's going to the ground as he possesses. Now what you've got to look at is he takes 2 steps. Is the reaching for the first down considered the football move? If it is, then it's not incomplete. That's how they ruled that. And let's realize that the reviews are upstairs.
They're not even going to stop play and look at it again. 13 yards picked up on 2nd and 12. And they got a new set of downs. McCaffrey back in. McCaffrey driving. He's down to about the 8.
Wow, and staying committed to the run has been the difference here and having like one play. But let's go back to Purdy for a second, Jim. That was all Brock Purdy getting that ball. And then Juszczyk finishing it off. But Gino, you know this. Once he created the football move with the 2, then it's okay.
Exactly,
I felt like
Tom.
he had the possession. He was doing it.
And that's the way that rules got expanded over the years now.
The
That's
Des
exactly
Bryant
right.
play was semi-similar to this one. He had it even longer. Those are both catches. The Des in that one.
2nd and 4 from the 9. And McCaffrey again. All this time they're waiting for him, Tony.
Yeah, huge stand-up right there by Kansas City. You had to have it as you've been getting worn down. You got to put the onus on Brock Purdy. And a 3rd down here.
A drive that has taken 7 minutes.
So you're going to kick a field goal most likely if you don't get any yards, okay? I'm not saying that's the right thing to do yet. We'll deal with that when it comes. But this is it. 3rd and 4. Use your legs. You saw him use it earlier with that spatial awareness, but you've got to go ahead and get a motion to get your best players off of their best players. Right now, their 2 best defenders are guarding your 2 best wide receivers.
McCaffrey in motion. They fake the handoff to him. Chiefs in on Purdy so fast he had to just unload it. So the drive stalls at the Chiefs' 5-yard line, and it was Chris Jones who really broke up the play, wrecked it.
I want you to watch him. This is for the Super Bowl. Because Chris Jones comes through. Watch on the bottom. Jennings wins for the Super Bowl right down there. But there's no time. Because Chris Jones does it again like he did to Josh Allen in the divisional.
Got a short field goal attempt coming for Moody. And again, it doesn't win it. The Chiefs get a possession. This is 27 yards. He's made 2 from outside 50 today. This is half that distance. From 27 yards, he makes it. 22-19. Niners will kick the football to Mahomes and company. Just to refresh your memory on these rules, the first ever postseason game with the postseason overtime rules that have changed. They get a chance now to get the football, go down and kick a field goal. The game continues. If they're stopped, the game is over. They can win it with a touchdown. There's McCaffrey, who did a lot of work on that drive that lasted over a half a quarter, but again ended at the 5, resulting in a field goal. Moody drives that one deep and through the back of the end zone. So here you go, Tony. Touchdown drive would win the Super Bowl. You know, they say a generation is 20 years. It's been 20 years.
20 years?
20 years.
I didn't know that.
That's a generation. It's been 20 years since the Patriots went back-to-back. And the Chiefs can accomplish that if they can go 75 yards and score a touchdown and win the game.
Well, you have the right guy to do it. The last time they did it, his name was Tom Brady. So the next guy, the opportunity, Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, first play for them goes to Pacheco for 3 yards. Again, a defensive stop or a turnover ends the game.
And this is the advantage you had talked about. Why going second helps. You get that extra down, knowing what you might have to do, right? They go for it on a fourth down if it's right here, where you wouldn't if you got the ball first.
Exactly. Second and 8. Open. It's Rice holding on to it with two hands smartly. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and I thought they'd done a great job. This is very similar, different, just in a subtle way to the end of the fourth quarter, but you cannot be that safe. Get up there on them.
Up ahead.
Oh! That's going to be fourth down.
Yeah, it's going to be fourth down, and it comes down to this play. Hargrave and others were there to clog the middle.
Here we go. This is for the Super Bowl. Someone's got to take a timeout. You can't just sit here and do this.
Well, you got 3 each.
Someone's taking a timeout. There's no way.
Got the length of the football to pick it up. Keep this game going.
And he's got to call time.
There's a timeout called. Here is that previous play with Pacheco.
And they tried to get on the ball. As soon as you try and get on the ball quickly, you know on these short yardage situations that you're like, they just want to hurry up and get the first down. That's why everyone loads up, and Hargrave with a huge finish to this game.
You see the way he just grabbed him,
Ragdoll.
Threw him back. All right. Well, you've worked out since July. You've run play after play, and now you got to come up with a play to pick up a foot to keep your season going.
Purdy's face. The hardest thing is when it's out of your control. You got to stand there on the sideline and trust your teammates and say, come on, guys. This is for your legacy, for your future, for everything. Please, just do it for me. And the problem is you're like, I really wish Patrick Mahomes wasn't over there. But it's 4th and 1 for the Super Bowl for the Niners. Mahomes.
McKinnon comes out, and Pacheco comes in. They're going to attack it from out of the shotgun with the game on the line.
Don't jump off sides first.
Mahomes has it. He's easily going to get the first.
Do you really think that you would ever, with a Super Bowl on the line, just say, Patrick, give it to somebody else? He is going to have a two-way run. He's the running back always under a fourth down situation at the end in a pivotal game, a win or go home. Do not ever fall for the running play on a fourth down ever again.
And just in case, he had a guy that he calls a brother, Kelsey, out in front to block and clear the way. First down for Kansas City.
They are as special as it gets.
Another low snap. Pass complete. And that's Valdez Scantling. Oh, man, he's going to lose yardage. Going the wrong way.
Gene, he could have kind of gone down. Am I right? At the first time he would have gotten...
Oh, yeah, most definitely,
right there,
Tony. After the 5
down,
or 6 yard gain, if he goes down there, but once he disengages, forward progress is over now. Now he's got to create and try to get what he can get.
Yes.
And Patrick can't believe it. It's a loss of 4.
Yeah, Chris can't believe he didn't go down.
Some of the teammates saying, what are you doing?
Oh, my gosh, this puts him behind the sticks. But 5 guys back here, it's a little safe. They can get something little right away, right in front.
They take advantage of that, Tony. They saw what you saw, and they go right back to Valdez Scantling.
That gets you in a manageable situation, but it's really not a third and manageable. You're automatically in 4-down territory, so you don't need to feel it. If I'm calling it in to the quarterback, I'm telling him, hey, if you get 2 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, take what they give you. Aggressively take what the defense gives you. Do not have to get the first down on this play.
Mahomes goes over 300 yards with that completion. He's got a 3rd and 6.
They come after him when they've been up in here. I expect them to drop out this time. Oh, they shouldn't have done that.
Up ahead he goes. Rice has the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
I don't know why you did. I love the idea of putting them all up in there and pretending, but why? Mahomes can feel he's played long enough now. He's going to look people off to get the leverage where he wants it, and Mahomes showing why he's so hard to beat. You had a second and long, a third and long. Nope. He erased that in a second.
So they erase, in fact, the 2nd and 14 in 2 plays. So they've converted a 4th and 1 and a 3rd and 7, and they keep on going. Mahomes. Oh, he thought about heaving it to the end zone. Said it's Pacheco for about 4.
Yeah, but if he would have made that throw deep, there's a good chance that would have been intercepted. And he has played so clean, other than the one mistake today in this entire playoffs. He's gone 7 games, Jim, in the postseason without throwing an interception. I mean, it's been incredible. 7 straight postseason games, no INTs until today.
Until the one by Brown on the first drive of the 3rd quarter.
And so he's taken that right back to that approach. That was smart.
2nd and 6. Hardman's in the game at the top. He had that deep pass earlier in the game. Timeout called by San Francisco.
5 guys up there, Jim. All the way back there as if you got an extra. I think Kyle didn't like it. He goes, no. No offense. This is where he's telling Steve, I don't want to go cover 0 because you feel like we got to come after him here. Give me a different play. That's why he did it. And I agree. I'm not doing that right there. It's too easy to see pre-snap.
How scary is it to be that defense and to know if you surrender these last 37 yards, it's a season ender for them and a Super Bowl title for Kansas City.
It's as big a call as you're going to get, but I can promise you this is not just Steve Wilks, who's called an incredible game. But this is a Kyle Shanahan call right with him. He called timeout. Look at to tell Steve, I want this or do this or what do you like? And Steve goes this. Okay, I love it. Let's go. Kyle's not letting this go away after a timeout without him having a major impact on this call.
2nd and 6 from the 37 of the 49ers. Set up a screen for Pacheco. Pacheco has ridden down by Warner. Boy, Warner jumped right on him. They're going to mark him about half foot short.
If this was not for Fred Warner, this might be a touchdown because this was wide open. And it's a great play call because Andy Reid was calling it for a blitz. Warner's instincts save it. Here we go. Oh, 3rd and short.
Yeah, inches short.
I don't know. That was close. I thought he might have had it right there, right?
That looks pretty good right there.
That's why I thought it was the first.
3rd and a football.
Yeah, not a big deal now unless you don't get it.
Go up top. Mahomes cradles it and goes down to the 13-yard line.
You can cut the tension with a knife everywhere. There's both sides of the ball, but I can tell you right now, watch Mahomes. He looks left, looks right, and the rhythm of that, it's so hard because you're not spying on him because he just sprinkles it in from time. But he knows how to win the game. He knows when to be aggressive, when not to be. He's made one mistake in the entire playoffs. That was today. He won't do that again.
He's got 3 tight ends on 1st and 10 from the 13. It's Pacheco. Down to the 10. Niners have to guard these last 10 yards with their life. Steve Wilks, who's called such a great game defensively, having to go against Mahomes, the most unenviable task when Mahomes knows what he must do. 2nd and 7. 10 yards from the win. Mahomes throws it to Kelce in the middle of the field. Kelce plowing ahead. Kelce still on his feet, and I believe he's going to have the 1st and goal to go. Boy, there's a lot of traffic around that football.
I mean, this is an Andy Reid drive special. And the reason for everyone at home why you're not taking a timeout, just so everyone knows, is because it's just the first quarter in overtime. That's how you have to think of it, okay? The reason they're not taking or not, because we don't just say at 0, we end the game. It's the end of the first quarter, and you move to the second quarter. That's why, because I can only feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City!
And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back. Hardman, who they didn't have, right? And they go get Hardman and bring him back. And the game-winning drive of Mahomes' career, he's been waiting for. He's won Super Bowls, but he's never had it in an overtime. He is the best. He is the standard. Your Michael Jordan wins it again.
Andy wants to save his remarks for the victory platform. The 7th longest game in the history of the NFL was one of the most memorable ones as well. And the Chiefs, you're going to hear a lot about it. You might as well say it right now. They have their dynasty.
Yes, they absolutely do.
Tracy, down to you.
Patrick, back-to-back Super Bowls for the first time in 20 years, 3 in 5 years. I can see it with your celebration. How meaningful is this one to you?
It means a ton. Just the adversity we dealt with this year, and to come through, the guys never faltered. I just got to give God the glory, man. He challenged us to make us better, and I'm proud of my guys, man. This is awesome. It's legendary.
Tell us what happened on that final touchdown. What was the call?
The call is different, but it's like the same exact motion as Corn Dog. And we brought it back at the right time. Coach Reed's he's a legend, man. He'll do that. And McCole Hardman, man, battling through adversity this year, being in that moment and making that play, that's special.
So is it a dynasty now?
Yeah, it's the start of one. We're not done. I know we're going to celebrate tonight, celebrate the Parade Wednesday, Kansas City, but we're not done. We've got a young team. We'll keep this thing going.
Go enjoy it. Congratulations.
With the touchdown pass, Mahomes ends up with 333 yards. Why is that significant? This stadium's address is 3333 Al Davis Way. He's never lost in this building. And they win it by 3 on this touchdown throw to McCole Hardman, who started the season as a Jet.
Jim, I want you to know this was an incredible call. What they did, Andy Reid right here, and Mahomes' eyes holding people inside. You cannot look at Mahomes' eyes. Watch this right here. Pause that, right there. See this motion? As soon as that happens, Ward's eyes go to the next guy inside. And at that point, he's out leveraged. You have to time that motion perfectly where you could hide him behind. Andy Reid, that was a perfect call, and Mahomes looking inside. It's so hard to beat those guys, and the Niners players are good, but the Chiefs are the standard. It takes everything. You got to go take it. That's why I said you might need to go for it on that 4th and 4.
So we have our first back-to-back champion since the Patriots back in 03-04. You know, when we were talking this week, we had Kelsey and Mahomes together in our production meeting, and they said if we win this one, trust me, we're talking about three-peat around here. They know history, they know legacy, and there's more they want to achieve. You could hear that in the comments by Patrick to Tracy just a moment ago.
Do you remember when I asked, because I knew this as a player, when I played, Jim, the one thing you want is to do something no one's ever done before. No one's ever gone perfect. Oh, nope, the Dolphins did it. Has anybody ever had 3 in a row? 3 Super Bowls. Nobody ever. Once you get 2, it's possible. Now that you get to do something historic, like you said.
Mahomes undoubtedly is going to be the MVP for the 3rd time at the Super Bowl. Tom Brady the most with 5. Mahomes now joins Montana with the 2nd most with 3.